What's going on YouTube? This is Eric Cuts for the Win. I have my camera set up because I want to show you guys some stuff about the Switch. A couple of things that I don't think people are really talking about or showing off. At least I haven't seen it. So I wanted to maybe show you guys something that you don't really know about the Switch yet, and also give my first impressions on the hardware. I'm gonna attempt it. I have no notes or anything. I'm just gonna go based off my experience so far, kind of give you my pros and cons, and we'll go from there. And whatever else I can add, I'll try and do so, just to give this a very complete type of video. That way you guys get the gist, you get an idea of how I feel about the system. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that a lot of people aren't really talking about. I mean, it's kind of a minor detail, but if you guys know the Switch and what it's kind of known for as far as sound effects, you know it's that snap sound, right? Well, when you transfer the Joy-Cons to the screen when it's on, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now, let's turn this on, it makes the snap sound. So it's just like a little minor detail that I thought was pretty cool. And I'll go ahead and show that to you. Just in case you haven't heard it yet, I'll try and get close so you could hear it. Ready? It's a little bit low. Let me raise this up. Alright, so I fixed the volume and exited some stuff. So let's see this again. Pay attention to this. If I can get in the camera. You ready? There it is. So I thought that was really neat. Just something that kind of adds to the console and makes it kind of cute, I guess. And yeah, let me just go ahead and show you guys Zelda and how it looks. It's pretty nice on the handheld screen. Very impressive. And it just looks good, sounds good. I haven't used any headphones yet, so I can't really comment on that. But just overall, just the volume that I have it on, you know, listening to it like this. I mean, it's the complete game. It's here and it's in your hands. You can go anywhere with it, and it's freaking awesome. So far, I've been using a handheld like when I'm laying in bed before I'm gonna go to sleep. And I just hang out for like an hour or so till I'm really tired, and I've just been playing it, doing what I can as far as like side missions and things like that. And it's been very rewarding. You know, it's been a very good experience so far when it comes to the handheld. And also changing it from here to the TV is very seamless. I'll go ahead and show that to you guys in a second, but yeah, that is something that I expected. I heard it was quick, I heard it was seamless, I heard it was easy, and it performs that way. So let me show you that, just in case you haven't seen it in action yet. I'm going to go ahead and change this to the TV so you can check it out. Okay, so my TV's on. I'm going to go ahead and slide this into the Switch dock. Hopefully I don't get any scratches. That's another thing we got to talk about, right? We're in, and there it is. Just like that. Very easy, very quick, and very impressive. That's one of the things I really like about the system, just how quick it is to go back and forth. Of course, if I want to just go back to tablet, or handheld I should say, it's right there. Easy. So yeah, I wanted to show that off, just kind of give you guys the gist of how quick it is in terms of going from handheld to TV. Now let's talk about some other things. Let me set my camera back up for a good angle so I don't have to hold it like this. I should have used this camera for my unboxing. This is the camera that actually looks good. But anyways, let's continue. Okay, so let me try something out real quick. See, I haven't even bothered using it like this. Whoever's playing like this, I don't know what to tell you. You're crazy. You're very adventurous. Let me move my screen a little bit there. Hold on real quick. There we go. Just so I could see, make sure I'm in the actual view for you guys. But yeah, let me try controlling like this. I mean, I haven't tried this yet. So yeah, you could play it. Actually, let's show everything. Let's put the kickstand up. Right, so we got that up. Move it like this so you kind of see. And yeah, you can definitely play like this, real easy. This has been the controller I've been using to play Zelda, just in case you're wondering. I do not have the Pro Controller. And this is a little crooked, isn't it? Alright, so I put the camera a little more straight. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Joy-Con grip, using this as my primary controller right now. I was very skeptical going into it, buying the Switch and relying on this only because I didn't buy the Pro controller. I may in the future, but that price right now, I was like, no, I'm gonna give this a chance. And I did. Considering how it looks, it's easy to be skeptical, right? I was thinking this is going to be very weird to use, it might be uncomfortable, but when it comes to comfort, it's really not that bad, even though it looks weird. But I haven't had any problems with like my hands cramping or just feeling like these buttons are way too small. Then again, I don't have really big hands, so maybe that's just for me, and the comfort is fine for me. I could definitely see somebody with bigger hands having an issue with this, especially when the Joy-Cons are separated and you're trying to play like that. It's just, it seems impossible for you guys. But anyways, for Zelda, I do have some issues with the button layout, but that has really nothing to do with the comfort of it. I mean, the minus and plus are kind of far apart as far as like where your thumbs are gonna go. If they're down here and then you gotta go up here, that's a little, I mean, it's not the most comfortable. But you get used to it. It's just my issues with Zelda in particular, and you can see this on my first impressions as well when it comes to the game. The button layout is just a little funky. Like, for example, you jump with X. I mean, that's strange, that's awkward, and it really takes getting used to jumping with this. And then coming back to canceling your weapon, bringing it out, bringing it in. That's with B, I believe. Y is to actually attack, and A is to, what is A? A is, what the frig is A? A is to accept, obviously, like go or say you want to, you pick something you're going to say in the game or whatever. I don't want to get too in depth. A is kind of like your go button, right? And of course, no D-pad. So the lack of D-pad and having to use these for like weapons and things like that, it's very awkward at first. So that's taking a lot of getting used to. I'm going to go ahead and put this on sleep because I don't want to kill the battery. Am I pressing it? I think I turned it off. One thing I wanted to point out about the screen, just like a little nitpick, because I hate cleaning dust, because dusting sucks. Okay, that's like one of the worst chores ever. Hated it as a kid. It's time consuming as an adult, especially when I have 2 cats. Cats, they just make everything 10 times worse. So I have to clean dust more than like the average person, most likely. This kind of attracts dust, and you can insert your dust jokes now. Put them in the comment section. But it really does attract dust, and it makes it kind of stick to the screen. I don't know if it's like the material or something about it, but even after the first night, I left this, I think over here where this camera is at, I just left it there. The next morning I pick it up and there's just like dust on it. Not a layer or anything like that, nothing like exaggerated, but kind of a lot. And I was just like, wow, maybe this kind of just, I don't know, it attracts it or something. It's really weird. So that's just kind of like a minor gripe. Obviously I could just clean it. I have to stop being lazy, but when I did, it was easily wiped away, no biggie, but it's just something I noticed. It's kind of funny. What else could I talk about? I'm trying to think like on the top of my head right now. We talked about this controller specifically, this format. Oh, I do have a complaint, possibly major, depending on if I'm just not working it right or not. It could just be me not knowing how to work it, but we did download the demo for Snipperclips. So me and my friend, we were playing, with a Joy-Con each. We're having a good time. It was fun. It was fun. No biggie. But then when I wanted to go back to Zelda, I put the Joy-Cons back into here, and it still was reading 1-player, 2-player. And I tried everything. I was pressing the left and right triggers at the same time, because usually that will tell the system like, hey, I'm ready as the only player. Put me in, And that wasn't working. I tried going to the menus, I tried going to the settings, and like the motion on these was just making the cursor like move all crazy, and I couldn't select what I was trying to do. It was kind of frustrating, especially when I was trying to like show off the system to some people. We were all hanging out, and I just wanted to go to Zelda like right away. It was causing some problems, so I don't know if that's just me like I said, I'm not selecting the right thing, I'm not pressing the right buttons, I'm not letting the console know, like, hey, I'm back to one player. It just wasn't really working very well. So I think what I had to do is like restart the system, and it just kind of worked itself out. I think I turned these off manually. I don't really remember, but I got it to work eventually. It's just that it was very frustrating in that meantime, just trying to make it work. So something I definitely wanted to mention, because I don't really see people talking about it, maybe because they're not playing a lot of two-player or whatever. But that's just something I came across. Again, it could be me. It could be I'm just not working it right. So yeah, there's that. And also, when we were playing Snipperclips, working with these things individually is a trip. Like, it's very awkward at first. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Snipperclips, but you kind of have to move your character, like, in certain ways so you can, like, cut each other up and fit the puzzles or whatever. You have to move with these. These are almost like your bumpers, which is really awkward. So you're trying to figure out this. You're trying to memorize, okay, what does this do? What does that do? You're trying to move awkwardly, and then at the same time, you're trying to move the character like this. And both of us, my friend, she's not really a gamer, okay? So obviously she's gonna be like, what am I doing? She was kind of like freaking out. But even me, as a gamer, I was just like, whoa, okay. I really had to just get used to it, and it was really weird at first. So of course, I mean, I'm sure you guys guessed that. I would have guessed that. But using these they're just it's something else. It's something just different. Very, very different. Like I said in my unboxing, these do have a little bit of weight to them. I haven't tried the straps yet. Don't really need them right now. But I'm hearing those could get stuck easily. So I don't know if that's happened to anybody watching. Let me know. But I haven't tried that yet. Like I said, I don't really need them. But yeah, the Joy-Cons, they're as expected. Awkward, little, and just weird. But it's Nintendo, right? I mean, that's what we always say. It's just Nintendo being Nintendo, wanting us to have these motion controls and stuff like that. And even in Zelda, there's been a couple parts where I've had to do motion controls. There's a part where I had to balance a ball, like this orb or whatever, and make it go somewhere, and it told me, like, hey, you're supposed to go like this. And then even when I was in handheld mode, I had to move it like that. I'll probably put some footage of that right now, but, you know, as with most, actually all Nintendo consoles, it's always a new controller, and it's like you have to get used to it, and it's just one of those things, you know, and it's what I expected. So I'm not saying like, oh, that's surprising. It's not, but does it make it right? I don't know, it's debatable. We could argue all day, like, what's wrong with Nintendo? That's certainly something that's going to come up. Too many different controls, and it's just unfortunate that it's kind of what we have to go through. If we want to play Zelda, we want to play these great games, it's just something that's part of the package. And so, you know, it is what it is. But other than that, I'm trying to think. Of course, like I said, I don't have a Pro Controller. I can't really comment on that. As far as the UI, let's go ahead and let's get into that. That'd be smart, right? I could actually use my Elgato to record this gameplay, I guess, but it's too much editing. So here is the news, which is just basic, like how to use the system. Nothing crazy special. Like if you're a parent, you want to know about parental controls and things like that. It tells you how to do all of that. If you go back, we have, of course, the eShop, which, you know, I mean, it just has the games that are available right now. No virtual console, which is a complaint, of course, most of us have. And hopefully, you know, hopefully that comes soon. But this is where, of course, you could like download games, demos, things like that. And it's pretty clean looking, you know, it's not a lot of clutter or nothing like that. What else we got? We got the album, which is your screenshots. Of course, I have a lot for Zelda. I have a lot. But it's pretty neat. I can choose to edit it, post it, delete it. All of that's right here. And yeah, so that's it. Pretty much, this is it. Of course, you have your system settings, screen brightness, internet, all that good stuff. But as far as apps go, virtual console, all of that, this is where it ends. And it's unfortunate, you know, a lot of people are saying this console was rushed. I could agree with that. A part of me also believes that they're just holding all of that stuff back, like Netflix and all of that, because they want to charge for it later. And that's probably the reason they're saying it's happening in the fall, that, you know, the internet's going to be the full package, or the online service, I should say. It's going to be the full package in the fall, because that's when all this stuff is going to come. You know it's going to happen. The thing we can hope for is, of course, that low price, the yearly price for the service, and for all that stuff to be there, all the messaging, you know, because we can't even message right now. We can add friends, but we can't really message. We can't do party chat, things like that. I think you can play with people, but as far as messaging goes, social networking, it's just not here right now. So my assumption is that's all going to come in the fall, and like I was saying, we could only hope that it's the full package. Okay, like bring everything. Make it worth it for us to want to pay for this service, because otherwise, if you're just bringing a couple things, it's just going to be bad. So yeah, that's pretty much all I could say about like the UI and as far as the features and things like that, because there's not a lot, you know. It's just basically play your game, enjoy it, enjoy this awesome experience as far as it being a handheld, going to the TV, enjoy your Zelda, because that's basically what this is doing right now, is giving you Zelda, you know. And I'm happy because obviously I love Zelda, but at the same time I know that this stuff is going to become more important, and when other games come out I want to play online or something like that, this stuff could be an issue. And so obviously this is a concern, I have to mention it. And as my first impressions go, I'm good right now because I'm just playing, you know, the best freaking franchise that I know. And you know, it's cool, but beyond that, thinking about the future, obviously, you know, this stuff's going to come up. So that's pretty much it for like the UI. As far as anything else goes, if you guys have questions or you want to know something specific, definitely hit me up in the comment section. Let me know your questions. I'll do my best to answer them. But that's pretty much all I can think of at the moment. As far as powering off, you can just go into sleep mode. And from here I can charge it or whatever I gotta do. Charging the Joy-Cons and the screen is a little weird too, because it's not like you can just plug into like a USB or something. I gotta actually put it in the dock, put the Joy-Cons on, and then let it charge. Also, another complaint about that is there's no really charging light. Like there's no orange light or like a yellow light. You know how PS4 you put it in sleep mode, or I think the Xbox One, it has like the glowing light or whatever. PS4 has a orange light letting you know like, hey, this is in sleep mode and your controllers are charging and all of that. This doesn't really have that. So that I think is really necessary. I hope they can like patch that in somehow or do something, because I would just like to know like, hey, it's charging. Because when I look at it and there's no light, I'm kind of thinking, what if it's not charging? How do I know? You know, and I just like that visual cue, and this doesn't really have that. So yeah, that's another complaint I have. But as far as like weighing the pros and cons, they're kind of equal right now, because obviously I'm just using it for Zelda right now and I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying this thing in handheld mode. I like that, you know, I can post pictures and things like that. That's pretty much what I would be doing anyways, only, you know, because I just be playing right now. But once the future happens and these other games come out, the cons could definitely outweigh the pros, and that's my biggest concern. But regardless, I'm sure there's some people, I've seen comments already, people have been commenting, you wasted $300 and you got finessed. Yeah, don't worry about me with money, okay? I'm okay. So, you know, I wanted this, I wanted to test it out, I wanted to be a guinea pig, I guess, because I wanted Zelda. And if it wasn't for Zelda, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have bought it. You know, it's just the way it is, it's the way it goes. But so far I'm happy with it. I don't really have regrets. I don't have buyer's remorse or nothing like that. Zelda is phenomenal. And as a system, tons of potential. Feels great in my hands. I should have mentioned that too. It feels awesome to carry it, put the controllers in, all that. It feels really good. And so as what it is for right now, you know, I'm cool with it. I'm hearing about all the problems other people are having, and I sympathize. It sucks. I'm just fortunate I haven't had that. I haven't had sync issues. I haven't had screen issues, nothing. So I'm very fortunate. And if you guys are having any issues, definitely let me know. But other than that, you know, I just hope you guys can get those resolved. We're all guinea pigs right now. Stuff happens. And, you know, I've bought consoles at launch before, and they've usually worked fine. I've never really been that person where I've had nightmare stories. I just haven't. So it's just luck, I guess. So, but I do sympathize and hope you guys, you know, can get that resolved. But for now, you know, just that's pretty much my first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably add gameplay and stuff in the background, so you know, like, watch just my hands the whole time. And I'm in my pajamas. I don't really want to be on camera. I'm a mess. But yeah, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace.